trust you. When I was in school as a student, it got to an extent, it got to the level whereby all my lecturers, when they have house, they give it to me. All their property, I was the one managing it. When anybody wants to take anything, I was the one. So after that, I got, I left this university and we start life back again. And the first job I got was in the bank. And what do? I put what I've planned, what I've learned. So all those things that I've learned from the university days, all those things that I know how to convert, canvas people, I put it to work. My first salary was 20,000 naira.
Recording in progress.
In the university when I finished in the bank. And what do? I provide solution. I got into a very small bank in a big town that has almost all the BB banks that you know now in that same place. So what I did was to proclaim the name of the bank, look for a solution because the bank has been there for years. I want all the accounts of all the departments in the university to that bank. And that was what made me become what I become in the same bank. I was not earning my salary, I was not spending my salary when I was in the bank. I was spending my commission all through. So that has kept me, see, over time. People were able to build that trust. I'll be fast. Yeah. Number 4 is execution factor. Can you deliver results? Ideas are common. Execution is rare. The marketplace reward people who consistently produce results and fulfill their promises. What are the execution? What are that vision that you have? How well can you execute it? Put it to practice. Put it to work. Put it to work. So when I was in banking, I entered as a direct sales executive. And one thing I noticed about me is that I know how to organize, I know how to manage people. And before I know, I begin to put those to work, learning from people, serving most of my organs. Until today, all of us are still in connection. But that alone has really helped me. I begin to produce results that is beyond every other DSL in the entire region. And life happens again. Then I found myself in Lagos. Now, when I came to Lagos, nothing. I had to start life all over. And what I did was what? To find a solution. To find a problem. And what? And find a solution to it. And I started the real estate stuff back. While I was doing that, work with the company, from there, then boom, I got into a company where I grew from associate level to the GM. I was establishing the company, doing everything to make sure that the company grows. I grew that company, the subsidiary 22 in 22 states, building capacity in all those levels. But at the end of the day, when it got to a time, then the company crashed. I had to start back again. So what I'm saying in essence is that you must know how to put your what? Restart your life. Put your results back. Start yourself back and see how you can what? Find a way to produce results. So when I started in Lagos here and we the company crashed, had issue, I had to start all over like back. What did I do? I remember the first thing that I did, the value that I've added to people, how I create a problem to be solved and bring out a result from that particular problem. So what I did is to enter streets back and I started real estate again, agent again. And from that angle, I began to give people houses, talk to people, sell houses, and I go into real estate brokerage. What do I need? I don't need to build before I start selling. I talk to people who build, I help them to sell, and I make my commissions. From there now, I can tell you that the company that started on the street without cover, now running into holding a very big project, running into millions. We are now developing, and we are still in the what? Real estate sales. So that's why today, when I'm in this house, I've seen great men that have spoken about their journey. So the journey to six-figure mindset is not, it doesn't start now. It has started for a long time. And now you can what? You can begin from nowhere to get to everywhere you want to get to. So the last point is what? The God factor. Please and please, whatever you are doing, you can see every speaker, they are pastors. So everybody, you must have a God factor. Now, the business I said I'm doing till today, that I'm now a CEO of my company, building structures, having properties everywhere, is what? Started from what? Idea from what? From God. God only speak to you and tell you that this is what to do. Do it this way. So, to for you to have that to grow into that six-figure mindset, all you need to do is look for a solution, a problem, solve that problem. If I want to tell you to take out anything from this lecture is find your environment and look for what? A problem what? To solve. Now, I was having an idea of going into oil and gas. And in the estate where I stay, I happen to be one of the committee member. And we began to have diesel issue. And all of a sudden I said, okay, before when I was working in so place, I have been able to talk to so where I have this connection. And I said, okay, and I draw it on the platform. If you want me to supply your company diesel, to any liter, please reach out to me. And because they were having that present challenges, and everybody started reaching out. And the next thing we could see is that the business is now established in that area. In every week, I know how many liters of diesel we supply to different organizations. And the money that comes in from there, the profit that comes from there is another way. So in this place, what I have said earlier is that for you to grow into that six-figure, because the next section madam will be calling us for is going to be grown into 7 and 8 to 9 figures. Yes, the next one is going. It's not going to be. You're not going to be limited to what? To 6 figures. In fact, if you are talking about these 6 figures now, we're going to be talking in dollars and pounds. Correct. Are you getting me? So identify a problem around where you are, where you're working, the business, your environment, identify a particular problem and find a profitable or a meaningful solution to it. That is where your six-figure growing into six-figure lies. Thank you. Wow.